Hey everybody, I did a long video about 15, 20 minutes a few minutes ago when I had changed the babies from some clothes that I had on the show, the NICU clothes that I got Carter's. Um, and I hate that because I had to show the clothes and some socks from different places, and I don't know what happened to the video. I looked up and it said something about hold on while you're doing it. I said end the stream and I went to go look at it and listen to it. It's completely gone. I didn't delete it. Just the connection was said deleted on. So I'm gonna try to show this now. Since it didn't work. I don't know what happened with the thing. But okay. Well, I don't know. We don't know who I show. This is that new NICU from Carter's, and I love the way the little legs fit. The thing with that is it's got uh Velcro in the orange, so it allows easy access any kind of machinery or hooks or tubing or anything that the babies would have if they were in ICU. Um, the Velcro is on the sleeves. And the only thing I don't really like is the way they hang off the shoulders for, you know, uh, the reborns. But everything else fits so fine. I mean, but that's what it was made for, so it needs to be, loose up in the top here in the neck because it it's for, babies with issues. So I mean, if somebody, you know, hopefully not, God forbid, but if you have a baby in the hospital and they have the tubing, this is, um, you know, hospital friendly. Also for us that can't find that many clothes for the babies, that are smaller than 5 pounds, like the little preemies we got, up to 5 pounds is what this is for. Um, it may fit, some that are short and maybe chunky, you know, uh, even chunky legs. My babies don't have chunky legs; he just got little bitty cute legs. Um, you got the back here, and the tushy, but it's really the shoulders. So, maybe next time I wear this, I may put a onesie underneath, but other than that, it's cute. I probably could take some extra Velcro and cap, a couple of pieces up here at the top, so, it could, you know, fit a little bit tighter here, but as a whole, you don't have to. And I got these little ringing, rattling little um cheap and pink and blue. I got these from Marshalls, I believe. I actually bought one for a girl that's at my job that's gonna have a baby. Um, um, and hers, of course, is pink, and it's really like a. This is really like a rose pink. It's not that baby pink. It's kind of that got a little bit of that rose um, tone to it, and she has her little pink ones. These are so cute, y'all. I had to get them. I don't forget how much I paid for them. I usually don't pay that much for stuff. That's what I was saying in the other video. Um, but um, I'm enjoying this hobby, y'all. Really, when I say these are boo boo babies, it's because I am not an artist. I am not a painter. I'm not a sculptor. I'm, you know, I'm learning this as I go. When I find a problem, I have to ask somebody how to fix it, and so they still, my baby still has some problems. You know, every time I get them real smooth and I get the color exactly, well, not exactly, but it's close to what I really want. I turn around and I try to mat them, and it messes up again. So I'm trying to find a better way to mat them, so that they get right. I can actually, if I go back over them with another little layer, do some more blushing and that kind of thing, and go over with them a little bit more layering or whatever, and I get them back right again, and then I turn around and mat them, because to me they're sticky when I don't mat them, and then I'm like, okay, do I get the color back the way I want with the little blushing, in the cheeks or whatever, and then just coat it with a clear coat and forget about the matting, and just powder them down, and till I can figure that out, you know. But hey, it's all good. I like the fact that I'm doing something that relax me when I get off of work. I mean, believe me, I'm tired. I am exhausted, mentally more than physical, because uh, retail is really a hard place to work. I don't. I think people think because people in retail, we owe them a world and then some. And sometimes I think we forget that people are actually human, and they have feelings and emotions just like the next person. And I don't know if people realize how much people really go through, um, working at a grocery store or a retail shop or anything like that. I don't think people really realize how much people really go through, um, at a store. You know, um, I think customers ought to be more thoughtful to the people who are serving them, and to understand that before they got there, they don't know what that person really went through. I have a lot of people that come to my store and they're complaining to me about a cashier didn't smile. Sorry about the movement. I need to be still. The cashier didn't smile, and they thought they were rude. And sometimes I have to tell them, oh no, she's nice or he's nice. Um, you know, they can have a death in the family, anything. He's there. I've had so much happen. You have a pregnant girl that is there, and she just came out the bathroom, and she was nauseous, and people are hollering about how rude she is. She's trying to stay at work because she don't want to just leave because she got bills to pay, and I've had to tell customers that she just came out the bathroom, sweetie, she's pregnant, and then they go, oh, all of a sudden they're okay with it. Sometimes we need to maybe be nicer. If the cashier is upset, say, hey, well, how's your day? Because they didn't speak to you. What's wrong with you speaking to them first, or saying, oh, wow, I love your hair, you know, or you have such beautiful things. Say something nice to that person, get them their mind or whatever it is off of whatever their issue is. And, sometimes just being nice to another person, it makes it a little bit better. I've been in line at a store, and the lines are long. They call another cashier, and of course I go over. Maybe most of the time I'm the second or third person in line, and then had a person that's in the front of the line just go off on the cashier because they done left the floor to come out to check, and they just happen to be kind of a little overwhelmed or whatever, and they just start snapping at them because they feel like they need to smile or speak or do something. If they came from the floor somewhere else, they were doing something else. Something else was on their mind, before they got there. So maybe that person is not the type of person just clicking to, oh, hi, how are you? And oh, blah, 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 what a wonderful day we're having today. And da, da, da. That's what I think most people want all the cashiers to do. Sometimes they're tired. Sometimes you can't talk. Your throat's dry. And you've been talking for the past 2 hours straight, and this may be your 30th customer in the first place, and the customer feels like, because you didn't say or do something specifically, that it's wrong, you're wrong, and they're ready to complain. In some places where you complain all the time, those people get in trouble and reprimanded and written up, and their jobs are in jeopardy. We need to stop doing that. I get upset, and a lot of times when customers come and complain, I take their complaint, but I also go talk to the cashier. The other day, lady told me she is just rude and I don't like her, and she just didn't say nothing to me, and she got my order wrong. She did this. So finally I said, yes, ma'am. I said, well, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm going to go talk to her. Let me talk to her. I go to talk to her. Miss Marcella. I asked her how she was doing. She snapped at me. She was on the phone. She must have didn't hear me. And then when she said something, I said, well, you have a nice day. And she just snapped back at me. And this girl's pregnant, and she, kind of upset. And, she thinking her, I said, baby, follow these. And I'm not going to write you up for that. I said, I just want to say next time, just smile at her, and speak anyway. She think you didn't speak. Maybe she didn't hear you. I don't know, but but the what the lady was doing was really uncalled for. But who am I to keep saying what's uncalled for? People just need to stop being mean. So um, I have retail stores all day. Just they say a customer's always right. Well, in their face, we always let them be right. But in the end of the day, most of the time they wrong as two left shoes. They really are. I had yeah, I'm sorry. I get stuck on the baby. I had a lady come in uh complain about another cashier. We have a certain amount of grace to get back on the clock, or we have a certain amount of grace to clock in. If you go over or under, they want that money back. You especially if you're going closer to 40 hours. And she was running to the clock because she needed to come back to relieve somebody else to go on their breaks. And thank God my cashiers are more thoughtful to their other coworkers, because they know how important that lunch or that break is to a cashier after they're standing there and they're talking, and they have to go wet their whistle again, as so to speak. um and she says, lady stops her in midstream while she's walking to the clock with her purse and everything in her hand. So instead of lady saying, oh, I'm sorry, she goes, uh can you help me? Well, she was right there at one spot in the store where the other coworker was trying to get to her. She just wanted him to stop what he was doing for another customer to get to her, and so she just saw somebody else and was just going to get them to help her. Well, first of all, this girl's walking in from the front door. You don't know if she's a deli or what she is, and you in the deli looking for some help from the deli, and she says, "I'm sorry, I'm not on the clock." And she kept going. Well, she looked over at the deli guy, and he comes over to help her anyway. So the lady comes up to me and she say, she was rude. She has had to make sure that I knew she wasn't on the clock. And I think that was unprofessional of her. She could have helped me anyway. Oh, she went on belligerently, just just terrible. And I said, well, sweetie, she wasn't on the clock. That didn't mean she won't come back. Did you not get help? Well, I got help. The guy came from behind the counter to help me, and I'm looking at her like, really? So later on, I talked to the cashier, and she says, "Yes, Miss Marcella, I just told her I wasn't on the clock, and I made sure that he was gonna come help her, and I kept on going because I knew, the other girl. I'm gonna just call her a little bit. Little bit didn't go to her lunch yet, and I want to make sure she got her lunch. Now this customer done just got hateful, and what makes it so bad is a lot of these kids that they're complaining about, or complaining to me about, they they usually the sweetest ones I got. It's weird how people just get mad. You know, I had one lady got mad at one of my head cashiers, and she goes, uh, "She's so rude. She didn't say nothing to me. She didn't do nothing. She didn't." I said, "Sweetie, she can't even talk. Cause she just lost her voice all of a sudden." It's just funny. It's so funny how people just start assuming that somebody's being ugly or they're not doing something when there's actually something wrong. And then I have some stories, y'all just don't know. I could chat for 4 hours about just funny things that happen. I've had customers come in and they say, "Oh wow, you told me to take this stone free and such and such. I just got to show you something." And I'm thinking, what are they talking about? Pop open the pictures of every stone they pass, and I'm like, really? Oh wow, yeah, that one's big as a quarter. God, yeah. And here's this one, and look at this one, and see this one, and look at the color. And I'm going, ooh. Sometimes it's just too much, just too much. I mean, but then you have your sweet ones. You going in the bathroom and before you can walk in the door, the baby is come running out with his pants down because he done took off. And boy, that was the funniest little thing. Uh, his I'm not gonna call his name because I don't know his mom, Richard, but he I'm gonna call him D. He comes he comes out the bathroom. I'm like, no, 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 baby, no, baby. Because I used to work with 2-year-olds, so kind of, I'm not, and I'd had four of my own, so you kind of know that their minds are not thinking, they don't think like us. And I was trying to keep him from running out with, he was trying to pull them up, but they were still there. And I said, you cannot go out that door till you get them pants up. And he smiles at me and he looks and he's shaking his head and he pulling and he going on. He gets them up and I walk with him, even though I was going to this. So I said, oh no, let me make sure he gets his mama. Because I kept hearing them calling him, but I didn't realize that he wasn't with her till I was going to the restroom while he was learning how to be potty trained. So she turned ahead and he took off to the potty. He knew where it was. So, you know, that kind of stuff happens and you just laughing and I said, here you go. He was in the restroom. She's, oh my God, that scared me half to death. Well, I said, don't get mad at him because he was actually trying to go and he probably just realized he had to go and took out running. He didn't want an accident, but he hadn't learned to make sure you tell it because he'd been at home potty trained, so he run to the potty. Well, he run to the potty. But that has been one of my. I've got like two or three of the kids that I really. There's a little girl and a little boy, and the older sister of the little boy. And she had recently had a little baby, and there are some things that are just so sweet. And I love to hear the kids run in the store, and all I hear is a little bitty voice, Miss Marcella! They take off running. One is I told her I was gonna have to find her unicorn. And so now I've got to get a Melissa and Doug unicorn just for this baby because she is sweet. Her parents, both of her parents, used to work for me too, so I'm kind of partial to them, and I just love it, and I love to see the little kitties smiling. You know, it's so nice to be able to spark somebody's life where they know. The one I called in the bathroom, he even got so big now. I gave him and his mother and his sister a whole bunch of books that my kids had left, um and some books that I had two and threes of, and I gave them a whole bunch of books, and they just always was so happy, and he was just overwhelmed and thrilled. Just little simple things. Well, I was gonna end up getting them away or throwing them away, so why not give it to somebody else that's gonna use it? And they just, he never forgot that. He's always telling me how he's reading, and what he's doing, and what movie he saw. And that has just been fun. I just love that. But oh, did I tell you? Um, I also when I buy things, I have to say I'm gonna change the subject. When I buy things for these babies, I know these are not real, but when I buy things for these babies, most of the time I don't spend $10. I really don't. Um, this whole set they're laying on this is some kind of animal print. It's not as tight as it should be because this mattress is not the right size. Um, but I got this whole set probably, I don't even know how much I can say, 'cause this set actually came with something else. I go to thrift stores. I go to Marshalls, Ross, Burlington, Once Upon a Child. I may see some at a garage sale that needs to be cleaned up. They may be getting rid of it for $5 because they want it out their thing. I do look it over to make sure nothing's broken. A scratch here and there doesn't mean anything. This bed, if you can see all little markings, this was my grandbaby's bed. I've left it like this because I'm not sure if I want to paint it white or gray or cream or something. I know I'm going to change the color. I just haven't decided. I may even go with that new brown black dark color because I do have a bassinet that's that color. But I mean, I'm enjoying this hobby. When I say boo boo babies, I do mean boo boo babies. I have a lot of issues with the babies, you know. But the thing that I look at is the fact that I did them, and I'm still learning, so I can change them, you know, into whatever I want them to be into. You know, I can change their look, their whole color. They start all over. It takes a lot to deal with silicone and pulling stuff off. But the thing about that is that you can fix it. It may take you longer to fix it, but you can fix it. Um, I have enjoyed this because I went from nothing. I mean, when I say I did this, I do mean from the very beginning. See this little shoe? I had this shoe on them yesterday. That whole video got changed. I mean, it's gone. I think if I see it again, I'll put it back up. But this little shoe I bought from Burlington. This is we kids, we babies or something. Um, I can't remember where did it go. Did I? I thought I had a little. Um, I don't know. Well, anyway, they were under $5. These may be like $3.99, $4.99, or something like that. I got this one at a little boutique Um, for him, these are the little socks he had on. I got these at a dollar store actually for $1. Um, this was the Carter suit he had on, and it had the little jacket, little pants, and she had these were her socks. And of course, she wanted this shoe, and she had on a Carter's preemie. These are all preemies because they're on the 4 pound. So that was her set, and she had the little pants to go with it, and her little suit with the little ruffles on the. Yeah. And this is actually kind of a peachy orange, peachy pink type thing. Um, and I don't pay that much for anything. I'm just telling you I don't. These I may have gotten a bag of little animals like this for probably about, I don't know, $1, $2. And a lot of times I have to take these little things and I clean them up a little bit. They have some spot on them. It's probably this used to be my grandbabies, I think, my first grandbaby. They just, she had a lot of things that they had here that, you know, um, I I like the thrift stores. I'm not gonna lie. I think I may have bought this for like, I don't remember. I want to say $5. It was under 10 when I got through because it was actually this one was brand new in the box. It was brand spanking new in the box. Um, the box had a what was it? A black mark on it. It kind of looked like it got uh bent or something, and I guess nobody wanted it because it looked like it was damaged. And me that worked in retail so long, I learned to look at the boxes to know if something is really crushed or not. So they gave me a little, it was on a 50% off or 75% off thing. I bought a lot of stuff that day, but I bought that and another mobile that was actually missing the animals and a hat or two or something, maybe a couple pieces of clothes and all that. But you need to get two mobiles. One just missing animals. That's all it was missing. They were working. The other one was not new in the box, but it had a black check mark on it or something. So I think people were thinking it was a Sharpie that you couldn't get off. It was a Fisher Price has that little light where it does this little light that can go in so when the baby's sleeping they look up and see the little patterns going around makes them, relax and go to sleep. I think people thought, it had that mark on it. They didn't want it. I took it and see I've learned that if it's plastic, metal, anything like that with even a Sharpie on it, if you get some rubbing alcohol and wipe it, comes right off. So I took it, cleaned it up, broke it down, cleaned it up, voila. So I can change my mobile when I get ready, and I'll show you that mobile one day when I find the animals that I actually want to use. In fact, I can change the animals. Since I got all these little bags of this, all I need to do is get four of them that go together, put it on there, and see how they have little hooks, and just let it hang from there. Because when it hangs, it's gonna hang like this. Because it hangs the way it hangs where the animal is hanging, looking kind of like that little one was up on the other. So it's looking down at the baby. So I mean, when I improvise a lot, I do. I, but there are things that if I want it, I'm gonna buy it. Just like eventually, I'm gonna go to one of these doll shows and I'm gonna buy me a, might not be a Claire Taylor doll, but it's gonna be somebody's doll that's cute, you know. And I'm probably gonna want a biracial doll, and they did not have no, black Indian looking, black African American. I should say black. I don't know. They get offended when you say little things and they don't think you. But if I can get a black Indian looking biracial or black Asian, it can be black Caucasian, black, just a mixture, some kind of biracial that has maybe a little um, slanted eyes or whatever. Um, that's probably more what I would be looking for. Something a little unusual. I may even do a fairy baby. I don't know. You know, just depends on what I see and what I like. But I think I've talked a lot longer than I probably should have. But um, usually I do 4 or 5 minutes. But tonight I was just bored. I can't. Sometimes I have a hard time getting sleep. Um, and tonight is just one of the nights where I'm probably gonna, have a hard time getting sleep because I don't know. I just get restless. That's why I picked up the hobby because when I get bored, I take a hand or a face or a foot or something, and I just kind of play around with it. Sometimes, since they have drinking wet systems, I do actually um, put the bottles, fill it up with water and milk or something. Sometimes I sit up and just feed them or do their hair or something and make them. But these, I found these at a dollar store too, y'all. I thought these were the cutest little things. You know, I like um, I like different animal things. Um, like these have the little safari, well, it's a zebra and a monkey and a koala bear and something else. And I was gonna put them on these pacifiers, because I thought they kind of went with the clothes that they had on. But I like these little ones because they go right in there. You know, and, I don't. I probably need to go ahead and do the KY, but I had already slightly ripped them, the baby's mouths in the corner when I was adjusting their the tubing and the tongue and the mouth, so I was making sure everything was right the way I wanted it before I fixed the rib. These little nipples on them, I love the little thing. Um, and I couldn't find any more because I was looking for, a couple more, just the Disney characters, and I could only find a pink and a blue for some reason. I was looking for, you know, another set to send to my grandbabies because they have two of these two little girls. My granddaughter is mine. She wanted one. She was actually the one that inspired me to do the um 4 pounders, and that's what I did. And so when she did that, I just went on and made some more for me, and then I found out that I actually like this creamy size more than I like the newborn size. So I have actually enjoyed this baby, uh, and I'm realizing that if I do buy another baby, it'll probably be a preemie. I like the size. I don't know. I don't think I want a toddler, unless it's a reborn. Because silicone can get heavy. I know the softer silicone is not the same because when they, because this one it's softer than the first ones I did. The first ones I did was EcoFlex 30, I think it was. Um, these are a mixture. I just say a mixture because he's more of your 10 mixture, and I think she's a mixture of 10, some 30, some I don't even I can't even tell you what's all of them actually because I've bought dragon skin, other things for certain things for the mold and everything else. So I don't know exactly what all she is. I know she fits and pieces of a lot of things. And he's more of the just the team. So um, I don't know. With all that said, I gotta maybe I'm actually talking down, you know, and get ready for bed. I may hold them a little bit longer. Uh, Sometimes I hold them and do certain things, and then I'll go to sleep. I'm ready for bed. I'm just not sleeping. Um, this actually is my little room. That's what I call it. This is the smallest bedroom in the house. So um, it's really gonna be more of a guest room, nursery. But with that said, guys, it's been a wonderful chat, and I'm glad y'all can share, thumbs up this, whatever y'all want to do. Um, if I get to a lot of uh, subscribers, who knows? If I eventually get, good enough or comfortable enough, I may show somebody how to start a sculpt, how to do some things, or I don't know, if I get really good, I may just start selling kits. I don't know, but if I do sell kits, it probably will be preemies. That'll probably be the area that I hit. And you know, preemies are maybe 6 pounds, uh, somewhere between 4 and 6. But that'll probably be it. All right, guys. Talk to you eventually again. Good night.